There are two types of agency owners that I meet. The first type already have the right mindset and believe in themselves. The other type, they're still amazing, they're still fantastic creatives, but they have got a little bit more work on the mindset side to do, which is totally fine. That was me too. I'm Helen Knight, I'm the founder of Creative Business Brain, and it really doesn't matter what type you are, I'm here to help, okay? Because I've been through all of that journey myself. I struggled for a long time, and here are 3 ways that you can actually improve your business very quickly by understanding your own mind and using it as an advantage in business. So yeah, if you already believe in yourself, if you already are very excited, determined, confident, very good communicator, very good at motivating yourself, then obviously just giving you the right tools means you're going to fly very quickly. Now, even if you don't feel like that's okay, you can still do really well, and you can still do as well as those other people, but it just means that we need a bit more work on the mindset side to get you there, because everyone goes through this. Don't feel bad at all. It took me such a long time to get to that stage myself, and I do totally relate with people that struggle as well, okay? So please, I'm not trying to make you feel bad at all. I'm trying to help you. So there's 3 things today that we're going to focus on with our mindset, okay? So the mindset side is just as important as the actions that you take every single day, okay? When you'll start flying too. You'll start flying like some of the top agencies out there, even if you're a one-man band, okay? So I do work with bigger companies as well. It doesn't matter what level you're at. You can learn these skills. You can learn these mindset skills as well as the business skills that I teach, and you can stop thinking, delaying things, worrying about everything, stressing yourself out, okay? You can feel so much better along the journey. So there's lots and lots of benefits of working on your business, getting some help so you can really start to move forwards. So just realizing that your brain is actually designed to avoid discomfort, okay? Now, I've learned so much from years ago. I had massive social anxiety. I know I've talked about it before, but it really did hold me back from so many things. It held me back from doing well in my career. It held me back from having good relationships with people. It held me back so much. I had to get to a point where I was like, I am going to fix this. I was so sick of battling with myself, okay? So yeah, so number 1, we're going to start creating some urgency. We're going to start understanding that our brain avoids discomfort and it moves towards pleasure. So if you understand that, first of all, you can start using that to your advantage, and you can start to convince yourself, your brain, that there is things like urgency. Obviously, if there's no urgency right now because it's telling you that, oh no, don't worry about it, got all the time in the world, but maybe your bank balance isn't telling you the same thing, then you need to start realizing that you have control over making yourself take action when maybe you don't feel like taking action right now, okay? So we do have to change our state. So if we're not feeling good, it's very hard to grow a business, okay? I've met a lot of people that are at different stages. Some of them have felt amazing when I've met them. Some of them haven't felt great at all because maybe the last 3 years have slowly declined or something, okay? Something's happened. They've lost a big retainer, okay? So I do meet both types of people. And the people that have something awful's happened, or they've just slowly lost traction and it's slowing down so much that they're starting to panic, okay, they have to start realizing that you've got to create urgency in yourself. If you're just used to things going wrong, then that's obviously not a good thing. We need to get used to things going right, okay, and we need to tell ourselves the right things to create that, okay? So if we're not taking the right action, we need to start telling ourselves the right things to be able to take the action, okay? So yeah, so stop acting like you have all the time in the world. And often, I had a coach once that said to me, you need to start thinking about how long you've got left in life. I was like, oh my God, I was really shocked when he said that to me. And I was like, what do you mean? And he said, well, how many birthdays have you got left? How many fun times have you got with your family, like when you go on holiday once a year or however many times a year? You've got to start thinking like there is a limit to your time on this earth, and if you want to enjoy it in the most abundant way, then you need to take action to achieve the things you want so you can enjoy the rest of your life and you can enjoy those moments, because actually when you count them, there's not as many as you think, and that is scary. Okay, so sometimes it's important to give yourself that urgency and realize I've only got, I don't know, 40 years left on this planet, and it might feel really negative initially. You might think, oh no, I don't want to think like that, but in a certain aspect it's helpful because it starts to make you move a bit faster. Okay, it starts to make you go, come on, let's set that alarm a little bit earlier. Let's work on our plan. Let's make sure we've got a plan and we know what we're doing. Let's make sure that we're actually following a proven process and we're not just wishing and hoping something happens. Okay, so it just makes you start realizing that time is precious. If you want your business to evolve, if you want the freedom to do what you want, you have to find the answers to the things that you need to do to help you get to your goals. Okay, most people just wait too long. Opportunities pass them by. Things that are right in front of them they don't even realize because they're not thinking in the right way. So yeah, that one is really important. If you've been in a situation for a long time and you've not seen a lot of improvement, sometimes people can be really stuck because they're not actually taking enough action, they're not doing anything about it. Okay, so you have to sometimes shake yourself up a little bit and go, come on, we've only got 40 years left, or I don't know. Okay, so I hope you find that one helpful. I know it sounds a little bit crazy, but it does help. It really does. It helped me to go, come on, let's do this. And when I started thinking like that, oh my goodness, my results really flew because I suddenly started putting a lot more effort into it. Okay, number 2, create some fear around staying the same. And it's very similar to the first one really, but if you start thinking about, a lot of people worry about taking risks. Okay, and they worry about, okay, I can't really risk what I have to invest into something, I can't really risk that. But the thing is, if you don't change anything, nothing's going to change. Sometimes the biggest risk is not doing anything. Okay, and getting to, when you're older, getting to like 80 or something, and looking back and going, oh my god, why didn't I take more risks? Why didn't I do more with my business? Why didn't I get the help I needed? Okay, so staying exactly the same is actually the scariest thing. So it's, things can only get better, and that's, you've got to start having these phrases you can say to yourself. Everything works out for me. Okay, start telling yourself the right things and you will start to find solutions to the things that you're struggling with right now. Okay, so yeah, sometimes it's good to just imagine, okay, if things just stay the same for the next 12 months, would I be okay? Yeah, you'd probably be okay, but would you, maybe things might even go backwards, you might lose clients but not be able to replace them. You've got to start thinking about, what if something happens? And I'm not a big fan of doing that, to be honest. We've got people that we know that do that all the time. They do it too much. I'm not a big fan, but if you've been in the same situation for a long time, it's good to start thinking like that, just to get yourself moving. Okay, just to get yourself taking some positive steps forwards. And the cost of not taking action can quietly steal all of your goals, all your dreams, everything you always wanted. Okay, so let's not do that. Okay, let's not just stay where we are. Let's make sure we're always improving, even if it's just 1% every day, a small amount every day. You're doing something new, something different that's going to change your business, it's going to improve things, it's going to actually make you really happy. You're actually going to enjoy your business again. You're actually going to start doing the things that you really love again and the projects that you love. Number 3, visualize the reward. So your brain needs something to move forward. Your brain needs something to focus on. Okay, I had a coach once that said to me, your brain needs a GPS. And I was like, what do you mean? And he said, if you haven't got something that's set that you know you will achieve eventually, like it's inevitable, you're going to achieve it, but you don't know how long it's going to take, and that's okay. But if you don't set that goal, your mind is like all over the place. It doesn't know what to focus on. So we need to start giving our brain and our mind something to focus on consistently. And that's why I help people create a vision of their future when we first meet. And some people think it's a bit weird, and that's okay. But if your brain doesn't have something to focus on, and imagine, okay, this is my future, this is a couple of years down the line, this is what my business looks like, this is what my life looks like, this is the lifestyle I've got. Now that really helps. That it helps you motivate you, it helps you to get excited again about what you're doing. Even if things are going great, if they are going great, that's fantastic, but it also just helps you get to the next level. Okay, I've done several vision maps myself over the years because I've achieved those things and I've moved on to bigger things, which is amazing. It's at the level I never imagined it would be. Okay, so you can do that too, and it's just about getting really laser focused on what you want to achieve. Obviously, we don't want to focus on the fear, the doubt, the limitation, but if you need a little bit of fear just to get you moving, that's okay. Okay, so you need a little bit of urgency, let's call it, not fear, a little bit of urgency, and then get rid of the fear, get rid of the doubt, get rid of the limitation. You can achieve anything you want, and make sure that you are making steps forward every day. And most people I meet just need a plan. They just need something to follow, like a step by step. Okay, what do I do first? Because they just don't know. I met a guy the other day who said to me, do you know what? I've done so many courses and programs and I still don't know what to do. And the thing is, you can get overwhelmed by too many things, okay? Especially if you're just watching YouTube videos. You can get overwhelmed. And it's important to find something that's step by step, very logical, very easy to follow, and somebody to guide you and make sure you're doing it in the right way. Now, if you haven't got that, you're going to find it very hard to grow a business, and it also takes a long time to grow the business, as I found, because I didn't get any help for a long time. Okay, so I was in that boat as well years ago. So I want you to make sure that you have got someone to help you, and that person has got a proven process, and that person is helping you step by step, making sure that you're doing everything right. Now, if they're not helping you, then go and find another coach. Okay, come and talk to me. Don't put up with a coach that isn't helping you. It's just, it really isn't on. Okay, there are lots of people out there, and I hear stories all the time, which is really unfortunate, but let's stay positive. There are a lot of amazing people out there too. A lot of amazing, lovely people that are trying to help you. Okay, so yeah, obviously we want to build your confidence. We want to make sure that you're certain of what you want to achieve and you feel good about what you want to achieve. Have a clear goal and actually understand step by step how to reach that goal. Okay, whether that means just a slightly bigger project, maybe it means 50k projects, I don't know. It doesn't matter what level you're at, it doesn't matter, it's your goal. At the end of the day, it's all about taking action. If you're not taking action, then nothing happens. So let's take some action today. Drop me a message on LinkedIn. I'm going to drop the link in the comments, okay, or in the description below. And yeah, that's your first action. Send me a message and let me know how things are going, okay? Look forward to hearing from you, and have an amazing week.